G'day team, hope you have been super well. All right, so today I want to talk to you about all things client relationships, client retention, and client success. So, first things first. So, as ambitious business owners, we all want to grow, right? And we know that there's only kind of a couple of ways to grow a business. It's winning new work from new clients, but it's also getting repeat work from existing clients. And honestly, one of the easiest ways to grow your business, far easier than new business from new clients, is getting more work from your existing client relationships. And so logically, most people kind of know that. They're already an existing client. They already know us. They already like working with us. There's opportunities there to get more work from this particular client. And so logically, we know that. But what I want to talk to you about today is, do you actually have a client success strategy for your top clients, like your A grade clients? Have you actually sat down and gone, this client here is a tier one client for us, or they are an A grade client for us? We need to build out a bit of a strategy for actually how we're going to nurture them, love on them, do great work for them, and then build an amazing relationship with them so that they continue to give us more work. And 9 times out of 10, when I ask this to clients, they're like, oh, actually, we don't. We just kind of, we got them as a client and we do great work and they keep giving us good work. So all things are well. But the problem with that is there is no strategy behind that. That's just like hoping that they continue to give you good work. And so good businesses can't be built on hopes and prayers. They're built on good strategic foundations. So do you have a plan in place? Do you have a client success strategy for your A grade clients? And if you don't, I really encourage you to do that, because I remember reading this statistic somewhere. It's like it costs 5 times as much in terms of, like, you think about all the effort that goes into marketing, sales, going to conferences, business development, having coffees, having lunches. You're putting all of this effort into jagging a new client and getting new work. Like, I was talking to an amazing boardroom client today. They've just got a client across the line, a new client across the line that they have been talking to for in excess of 12 months. So that is 12 months of coffees, catch ups, follow-ups, talking to them. Have you got an opportunity for us to price on your project? And I love that. I'm all about, you've got to have a follow-up strategy for new clients, because I want you to have strategies for both those things in your business, new clients as well as existing clients. But that is 12 months of effort putting into getting a new client new client relationship. So it's cost 5 times as much to get a new client into your business as it does to just love on and retain your existing clients. I have seen members of Boardroom build fantastic businesses by not doing any marketing, not doing any new work, just doubling down on their client relationships, existing client relationships, and just doing great work and getting more repeat work. And they have grown incredible businesses through just getting a couple of clients, not a couple of clients, a handful of great clients, and just really building out an exceptional client success strategy for those particular relationships and just getting more and more repeat business. It also starts with the types of clients that you choose to work with in the first place. And this comes down to being more strategic about who you're approaching and who you're wanting to work with. So obviously, if you're approaching and working with C and D grade clients who don't have a big project pipeline, they might do one project a year or one project every 2 years. Obviously, they're not going to have great longevity for you and your business. And this is where, being quite selective about the types of clients that you work with is also really important. But if you've got some great key client relationships who, you've been working with for a while, who have more work on their books than they're currently giving you, or that they've got heavy growth ambitions, and if you stick with them and work with them, you can partner with them in the growth of their business and be their go-to consultant. That's the type of client that I want you to build out a client success relationship plan or client success strategy for. So sit down and go, okay, well, how do we really nurture this particular client relationship? And look, this strategy doesn't have to be War and Peace and 100 pages long, but it means that you've actually thought about it. what is this key client's aspirations? What are they wanting to achieve in the marketplace? What are their pain points and frustration points? What keeps them awake at night? If you know that they're working with other consultants at the moment, well, what are those other consultants either doing that's great to retain that particular client, or what are those consultants doing that really frustrates your client, and that if you fix, or that if you do better, it's a no-brainer for your client to start to transition all of their extra work away from those consultants who are frustrating them to you. But until you actually sit down and brainstorm and think about your key client relationships, like I said, pain points, frustration points, what keeps them awake at night, what annoys them, what are other people doing that is great for them and that you could emulate, what are other people doing that frustrates them and that you could, if you fix that, you could get more work. And just building out a really simple strategy in terms of, right, if we do this and this and these three things, over the next 12 months, we're giving ourselves the best opportunity to get more work from our clients. Hardly anyone's doing this. They're just so busy at the moment with delivering work for their existing client relationships that they're not thinking about the future of those client relationships and how can we build out a strategy to actually invest in those relationships where we might get 2x or 3x or 10x kind of returns on the effort that we put in. And so, yes, this goes into potential gifts and taking to the footy and all those sorts of things, but that's all relationship building. And if you don't have a plan, how are you going to execute against that plan? So if you take one thing away from today's training, it's sit down, work out who your top 4 to 6 A-grade clients are, and I want you to also look at those clients. And of course, if you're going to rank clients from A to D grade, A-grade clients have a great pipeline of work. There's no point building out a client success strategy for a client who's a really nice person, pays you really well, but does one project every 2 years. That's not a good use of your time. So when you're assessing your clients for this particular strategy and what I'm talking about today, when you're assessing your clients for this, I want you to think about future pipeline, future workload, and do they have plenty of potential to give you more work if you really invest in that relationship? So sit down and pick your top 4 to 6 A-grade clients and just write out a bit of a strategy. Sit down with your team, brainstorm some ideas, and then put someone, like a key client relationship person, put someone in charge of that client relationship. Brad or Sally or Steve, you're now in charge of that key client relationship. You and I are going to work closely together, but I want you to be in charge of nurturing that relationship, taking them to the football, doing all these things so that we can love on that particular client and do our jobs really damn well. Our clients pay us to do our jobs really well. So let's make sure that we're knocking delivery out of the park. And so when you have a decision to make about from a resourcing point of view, whose project you focus on, you have a list there of your top 4 to 6 A-grade clients. And that's going to help you decide, well, if it's a choice between an A-grade client and a C-grade client, unfortunately, the C-grade client loses out and you focus your resourcing and your delivery and getting the A-grade client's project done first, because you've got a strategy here that says they're an A-grade client and you want to invest in that particular relationship and get more work. So, team, like I said, that's the main takeaway from today is let's not just leave the growth of our businesses to chance. Let's not just hope that by us doing a great job, our clients give us more work. Let's actually build a strategy and being very intentional about, one, who are our A-grade clients and who deserve, who has the potential to really help our business grow. And then two, what are the things that we're going to do because we've actually sat down and looked at our clients' world through the lens of their eyes and all their problems and pain points and frustrations and aspirations. What are we going to do as a business to help solve those problems and help them achieve their goals, which in turn makes us look good, and so we achieve our goals of getting more work from them and growing. 1, who are their clients? 2, what's your strategy? 3, take action. That's probably it for me today. I think that's enough, team. So hopefully that's been helpful and just giving you a little bit of a jolt in terms of if you've got some client relationships that are amazing and could be much, much better, let's work out a strategy and actually take some action to turn those key client relationships into clients for life. All right. So, team, if you want to keep building your business on your own, we have a ton of free resources for you to keep doing that in terms of the podcast, YouTube channel, the website, you kind of name it. But if you want to get some help, building an incredible business, I'd love to make an invitation to you to join our boardroom coaching program, purely available to business owners of consultancies within the engineering industry. So if that's you, if you want to join a community of incredible business owners all working together to help grow and upgrade their businesses, send me a message, give me a call, shoot me an email with the word boardroom. Let's have a chat about how we could help you build your business faster. Have an amazing day.